Hello, guys. My name is Clinton. In this episode, we're going to be diving deep into LinkedIn optimization properly. Tag along as we go through this journey together. This journey, we'll be learning how to optimize our LinkedIn to the very best, and so it will be very catchy to recruiters because your LinkedIn is your first CV, it's your first portfolio, right? So it tells so much about you to the recruiter standpoint, right? And it's very, very important. Every professional has a LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have one, you can just quickly go to the web and type on LinkedIn sign up, right? Then it will take you to the sign up page. But due to the fact that I already have an account created, it will take me right into my account, right? So it will lead me to my account. But if you don't have an account, it will lead you to where you put your name, your mobile number, and all your details, and your account will be created. So we're going to be starting from the um, top to bottom, right? So the first thing you can see on my LinkedIn is my LinkedIn banner, right? So the LinkedIn banner is like a first glance where recruiters see what you do, and they also see more like your contacts and how to reach you. It's like a very short executive summary of you and what you're up to. So to create this LinkedIn banner, hop on to Canva, right? So we have our Canva here, right? So once you have Canva, you can just quickly search on Canva and say LinkedIn banner. So once you search on LinkedIn banner, it's going to give you a lot of template that you can use to optimize your profile. So if you don't have a pro account, you can skip these pros. But I think I quite like this, so I'm going to click on this LinkedIn banner, and I'll say customize template. So once I have my template getting loaded, so I can come and change. You can say product manager. I can equally reduce the font size if it's too much for me. So I can take out some stuff that I don't think is necessary. So here you can edit your contact. So this is my WhatsApp number. Then you can edit, include your email. Then if you have your portfolio already built, you can include the website of your portfolio. Then in your city, you can include whichever city you are based, right? So you can also change your profile, right? Not everybody really like including your profile, but if you don't want to include like your personal picture, you can just click on delete, and that icon will be deleted, right? Whereas if you want to include your profile, I'm just going to click on this, and once I click on this, let me shift it. I'll click on upload. Then I can take, okay, so I can take this and I'll replace this. So my profile is currently here. Then I can say Clinton. Can also say, okay. If the font is too much, so I'll just click on this, and the font size will be reduced, right? So for the ones that are not necessary, you can also take it out by deleting it, right? So once I have this, right, so I can click on the share, then I'll click on the download, and I'll download right into my workspace. Okay, so let me just edit it so that I can probably use this. Let me see. Space. So I can edit to how best it fits me. Okay, I think I have what I want. So so you can align very well. So now that I have this, I can download to my system. So I can say Clinton LinkedIn banner. Right, so I'll click on this little pen icon, say edit cover image. So I'll scroll down, I'll say change profile. I'll go to my download and I'll select my LinkedIn banner. Now I have this, I'm going to click on apply. So I have my LinkedIn banner changed. If a recruiter comes to my profile, they see Clinton, a Salesforce developer and AI automation engineer. They see my contact, they see my email, they see my company, they see my name, right? Now that I have this, the next thing I should be looking out for is my headline. So make sure your name has your first and your last name. Very, very advisable, right? You can pretty leave out your middle name. Your first last name is cool. Middle name also cool, right? Then after that, you should list. Once you click on this little pen icon, you should be able to list your like what you do, right? So I'm an automation engineer, I'm a Salesforce developer, I'm a tech consultant, I'm also a job application expert, right? So being you can list out um, all the skill sets or all the core things, the values you provide, right? So your current position should also be here, and your field, your education should be included, your location should be included, and your city should be included. So these are like your basic contact information, right? So I'm gonna get it saved. Now that you've gotten it saved, then the next thing should be your about session. So your about session is a broader executive summary that talks about you, the core things you have achieved in the past, and probably the milestone of how you have used it to affect various organizations you have worked on. So in order to achieve this, sometimes I just go to AI to get like a framework to get a better optimized profile. So I will just go to my Copilot, I'll open a new chat. Okay, so I have a new chat now. And say, hi, I think I'm having some network issue. Okay, fine, it's back. Hi, my name, okay, um, I think it's still loading. My name, hi, my name is Clinton, and I am a Salesforce developer, tech consultant, and a QA analyst. I want to create a profile for my LinkedIn. Give an executive summary about me with milestones and projects I have achieved. I'm just going to send this to Copilot. Okay, so I'm going to, I can say, okay, I can say it gave me a lot. I say summarize to 10 lines. Okay, so I love this sales developer, tech consultant, building an expert in customizing Salesforce. I think I like this. Say I'm an expert in customizing Salesforce platform to streamline business operation and enhance user experience. Let customer relationship optimization project at MTN Nigeria, which is true. Improving sales efficiency with data visibility, integrated third party are perfect. So I'm going to take this and I'll go to my profile. I'll just click on that little um, edit pen. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it. And yeah, so you can also include relevant skills that are in line with your skill set, right? So once I have this, I'll just use and correct some keywords. Then I click on save. So any recruiter that comes to my profile has a knowledge of who I am and what I can deliver. Then after that, your experience now is a very, very critical part. We'll come to making a post later, right, in the next session, but we're trying to get a very functional, optimized profile, right? So let's say you want to add a new role to your organization. So you can just click on the plus icon, say add position, right? So let's go to the one I've already added. And if you also want to edit, you can click on the um, pen icon to edit, the plus icon to add. So since I want to edit my current role, I can go and say, so let it always be between um, 3 to 5 bullet points. that gives a summary of what you have done while in those organizations, right? So I came and say my time currently with MTN Nigeria, I've developed custom application using Apex programming language, Visual Force, and Lightning Web Component to enhance user experience and functionality, right? I've also said I've integrated Salesforce with external system via the REST APIs to streamline data flow and improve operational efficiency. So these are the things I've also done. So the third one is striking, right? It talks about the results and what you have achieved using your skill set. I said collaborated with Salesforce admin to ensure streamless deployment of feature, resulting to 30% reduction time in deployment, which is amazing and fantastic. So I also referenced my other roles as a QA tutor with Kairos Lab, a company based in the United States. I teach, yes, so I say I design and engaging lesson on QA concepts, tools, and methodologies for interactive classes, right? So I've been able to run about 5 cohorts while in the organization. I also referenced my role in NITIS based in Saudi Arabia, where I was hired to test their website on a contract basis, right? So you can see here contract 1 month. So I also referenced my time as a QA analyst in Revolt, which was my time. Um, Revolt is also a QA institute based in the United Kingdom. I also referenced my time um, as a technology consultant and a DevOps engineer with Zihos Consulting. So one of the key things you should know is that I included what I did there in bullet points. Like I said, I ensured software quality by aligning testing with project specs. So you can also go to AI and say, give me a bullet point. So I can say, yeah, okay, give me or write a daily to-dos of an or of a software. Let's use software developer for an instance. Software developer, and okay, let's use a non-tech course and a um project manager. So this AI is going to list out like the daily to-dos. So is this you can see? So is this daily to-dos that you can streamline, right, and summarize, edit if it aligns with what you have done, and include on your profile. It gives one thing I like about it. It gives it like a very structured approach, right? You can also tell it to streamline it, removing time and all of that. So that's how to get that aspect done. So I also reference my time as a marketing officer in fine logistics and also my time as a cloud engineer with Upland Engineering. So I keep my to-dos within 3 to 5 bullet points, and I also add my skill set. So if you check on this session, during my role there, I also included the skill set I learned or I used to achieve my work very perfect, right? So also have and when I did my time as a MongoDB engineer and the rest of them. So your experience can be 1, can be 2, can be 3, right? Just make sure you're real to what you have done, right? So when you land your interview, you can be able to defend your profile very well, right? So that's it about the experience session. Make sure it's very brief and well detailed, right? Make sure it's very brief and well detailed. Okay, let me just go back to my profile. Okay, now we're here. No, also added LinkedIn banner. So very important, right? Our profile. I skip this. So our profile have should be a very clear headshot picture, right? That speak good about you. Sometimes you can use like a professional clothes, you can use like a plain white, a dark probably, but make sure to avoid flowers on the background that has a lot of color. Let it be focused on you, your face, and let it just be smart and cool, right? If you have the opportunity to, or if you have the privilege to have it close to a work environment, it's also very smart. It shows that you are super smart. But in case you want to change your profile picture, you can just say update picture, and you can change your profile picture to whichever recent one you have. You can, if you don't have a very smartphone, you can do well to borrow from friends and family and just take a headshot picture and make sure you have it nice um, on your profile. Now, after we have this, the next section is the education. So make sure you also include your education, your school, what you studied, your time of graduation, and your grade. Very, very important. Be real and tell them your grade, right? Then another important thing about you can even insert pictures, right? Right here, my time in Decagon, I was a software developer, so I included the picture of my time when I was also um, learning how to code. Very important. So on this session, we're talking about licenses and certifications, right? So licenses and certifications is very, very important aspect of your journey. In fact, once you have some licenses in relation to your field, they start seeing you as an expert, right? You can use the LinkedIn Premium to get some certifications, and you can also get some certifications via a lot of companies like Microsoft and IBM. Sometimes they offer some courses, uh, free courses, right? So you can leverage on those courses to have those certifications. So once you have your certification, you can click on the plus sign to add a new certification. You can add the name of the company, the date issued, the month, right, and probably the URL and the ID. If it has like an ID, you also include the skill set you learned while undergoing such certification, and you click on the save, right? So the reason for this is that so the URL very important because someone can just click on the certifications and it leads them to confirm that you actually got the certification. So once I click on the certification, it will take me to the certification link, right? So you can see I did the course for 6 hours 3 minutes, and the course is endorsed by Microsoft and LinkedIn Learning, and you can see my name and all of that. So you can have a lot of certification in your portfolio. It really helps to present you as the expert that you are. Now that you have your certification and licenses, the next session we'll be talking about how to get. So you can also include your project and your project link. So in project, be very careful if you work for an organization and probably their project is not open source. Make sure you don't include the link. But if you have built your personal project, your personal portfolio, and you want to show it up here, do well to also click on the plus icon and add your project with your links, right? Then here in this session, you can include all your skill sets. This is the session for skill set. You can still have over 100 skill sets. So if you have had skill sets covering administration, that's just very relevant to your field. So make sure you include those skill sets. So for you to understand or get the skill set that are relevant to your field, I can go to Microsoft I can go to this AIC, write me top 10 skill set needed as as a I can say product manager. So it will list out the top 10 skill set needed for product management. So I can use this skill set and I'll add it on my LinkedIn bio, right? So wherever field you are, so make sure you include a lot of skill set that you cover. The next section is recommendation, right? Let's say you have worked with let's say you have worked with some top engineers in your firm, your team lead, your manager. You can ask them for recommendation, right? So recommendation also helps to show that you are actually very credible, right? So if you want to request for recommendation, you can click on this plus icon. You can see ask for recommendation. So you can click on this. So it will give you, it will generate a link of who you want to speak to. So if I want to probably speak to my manager, I can search anyone of my interest and say, okay, hi, please can you give me a recommendation? Anyone, right? So make sure the people that you're asking for recommendation are people within your organization, right? So it's very, very nice. They recommend you. So I'm just going to use a demo. Uh, anyone, random someone, I just ask for recommendation. I don't really need it. I'm just for the practical sake. So you can type the name of whoever you have worked with. There's also like the person must be a LinkedIn friend with you. Like you guys must be connected on LinkedIn for you to request that certain recommendation, right? So I'm just going to click, and once I click on continue, you're going to say say relationship with, say Olubimi manage you directly, reported to you directly. So if it's a manager, you choose this option. Post time, you can say okay, my time in MTN, that was when I worked with this, or my time in Kairos Lab. So it's to list out your times in different companies you have worked in, right? So you can say this, you can say hi Olubimi, would you write me a recommendation? So once you click on send, go directly to Olubimi DM and he writes you a recommendation. So I'm going to discard this. Right, then after that, I think this is the last session of this portfolio. So you'll be asking, what's the need for all this, right? So I'm going to show you. So in summary, before I give you the need for all this, make sure you have your LinkedIn banner, have your first and last name, put a smart profile picture, have your LinkedIn banner, right? That talks about you, your contact information, and your location, probably your website or your portfolio, right? You also have your first name and your last name and the services or what you can do, your skill set, right? Then your location, your contact info, very, very important, right? Make sure you also include your contact info when you click this little pen icon. Then after that, we spoke about your about session. That you can go to Copilot and say, write me about session as a project manager, Salesforce developer, software engineer, or wherever you are, to give you a framework that you can edit, look through it, and see if it aligns with your skill set. Then you also include like your top skills, right? Very, very important. Then after that, then the next session is you have to include your experiences. So I made mention that you should let it be highlighted between 3 to 5 bullet points, and right, then really shows a lot of professionalism. Then you include your education. You also include licenses you have gotten with a link so they can click and see those licenses. You include the project you have worked on, right? Then you also include like all your skill set. You ask for recommendation and have a very nice matching LinkedIn profile, right? Then then after this, you'll be like, oh, why do I need to do all this? Let's say I act as a recruiter, right? So let me go back to home. I add as a recruiter, and I said, say, okay, I want to hire for a product designer. So let me say product designer, right? So once I search for a product designer, I will see, I click on people, I will see key words with key people with product designer in their bio. So as you can see, I can see this profile, I can see this profile, I can see this profile. So only scanning through this first page, I can say, oh, this profile look outstanding to me because like very nice profile picture, right? I say this profile also look very outstanding to me. So I can quickly check out this guy. And the reason these accounts were suggested for me is because one, they have the keyword product designer in their bio. So you must have those keyword product designer in your bio. So that's why you can see product designer here. You can see product designer here. You can see product designer here. So if you don't have those in your bio, you might not get seen. So I'm going to click on this profile because it stood out to me. So once I've clicked on this profile, so you can see very nice profile, product designer. So I can scan through his portfolio and see if he added his portfolio link. But though it's not super optimized because I can't click this and go this. So um, so being a product designer, I feel you should be able to have a very good profile. So I can quickly go and search to the next candidate. So let me see this next profile. So coming to see this profile, I can see this person is like a very senior product designer. I love her profile. So you can see she included her name, product designer, and she even included her like her probably her portfolio this. So she included her portfolio link here. So this really shows that she's a very good product designer and she has her account verified. So make sure you verify your account to with your make sure you verify your account with your passport, your international passport. So I can see her birth session here, very nice, and I can also see how she aligned her roles and responsibility. You can see her. So I'll say this person uh, knows what they are doing. You can see her licenses and certifications. She got a certification from Coursera, right? So with this, I can easily contact this person above the rest because her portfolio stood out, her profile picture top notch, right? So that's how to optimize your profile. Thank you so much for following through the LinkedIn optimization session. In the next session, we're going to be learning how to connect to the right audience, which includes the tech recruiters. I bet you're not going to want to miss it. So do well to follow, like, and subscribe to this course. Thank you so much. I remain Clinton, your job application expert. See you next time.